Welcome 7th graders to your first digital class of English literature. Today I am going to teach you the first chapter of your new Astor, and that chapter name is Attila. Okay, so before we start with the chapter, I would like you to read about the author. Okay, he is one of the most famous Indian authors, R.K. Narayan. He was born in Chennai. Second point, his first novel was Swami and Friends, and the setting of all his stories is in a fictional town of India called Malgudi, and he got the national prize for his well-known novel Guide, which was later developed into a film. Now Attila, we are going to talk about Attila, who actually Attila was. He was frequently called Attila the Hun and was the ruler of the Hunnic Empire from 434 to 453 AD. Second point, his tribal empire consisted of three parts: the Huns, the Ostrogoths and the Aliens. Now, he was the most feared enemies of the Western and the Eastern Roman Empire, and he was given the title of the Scourge of Europe because he was a trouble creator. He was a troublesome person, and he was trouble for whom? The Romans. The Romans feared him a lot. And this was his appearance. You know, you can go surf the net and you can find one of the pictures of Attila in where you will come across his flat nose, his formidable looks, and he had a large head. Now in this book, we come across Attila, who was a pet dog, a watchdog, you can see a guard dog, who was owned by the family. Now the family was very much interested to keep a guard dog because there were several thefts around, and therefore they brought Attila, the 2-month-old black and white puppy, and they named him after the Scourge of Europe, Attila. But the dog never grew up to their expectations. Now the family was very worried. The family went in delving into the ancient history of Attila the Hun, and they found out that Attila, when he was a small child, he was very attached to his parents, but later on when he grew at the age of 14 years, he was very frightening and fearsome. So they also hoped that Attila the dog would also grow up to be a very frightening dog. But what happened was exactly the opposite. The dog slowly grew up 20 inches high with a large frame and a forbidding appearance. But his character was totally different. He warmly received everyone, and he loved people. He loved to be patted and stroked. And naturally what happened? The people, the family, did not like his attitude, and everybody criticized him, especially the mother. Now we come to the second part of the story. Ranga the thief came to the house to steal and was accompanied by Attila, thinking him to be a friend. Now who was Ranga? He was a coolie, and during the day he used to work, and during the night he used to enjoy making profit by stealing. So one day he broke into the house and made a neat bundle of all the jewelry without being protested by Attila. Attila was supposed to protest because he was a guard dog, but he didn't. Instead, the worst part of the story is that Attila accompanied Ranga, thinking him to be his friend, and he loved his newly acquired freedom. Slowly, what happened? A bond of friendship and mutual respect grew between Attila and Ranga. Now the third part of the story is the reunion of Attila with the family with a new image of a hero. Now there was a turn of events and which made Attila a marked hero. Now the eldest son of the family, once he went to the market and he came across Attila trotting behind some person. When he saw Attila, he shouted, and Attila, what happened? Ranga, who was in front of Attila, he turned back and saw the eldest son of the house, and he started running because he was a thief and he knew that he would be caught. So he started running. Attila also ran after him, thinking that he's going to lose his precious friend. So what happened? So the chase, the eldest son also of the family joined the chase. So the three people running, first is Ranga, behind him was Attila, and then the eldest son. But three people had the different mindset. The Ranga was running because he was a thief and he feared to be caught. Attila was running after him because he felt that his friend was running away and going to discard him. And the son, the member of the family, he was running because he wanted to get hold of Attila. Now what happened while running, Attila became he ran so fast that Ranga stumbled over him and fell down, and all the jewelry in his hands, it flew. And then what happened? He was caught, and Attila was thought to be behind this detective work, and then he was very much appreciated in the family. The mother also appreciated that he worked like a detective, he got hold of the thief, and then he again got a place in the family. But do you think Attila was happy about it? Not at all, because he had lost his friend. He never intended to lose his friend, but he had lost his friend. So children, in the next video, we are going to do with the characters and some important lines and phrases and some explanation which I want to discuss with you. So we end up over here. So stay safe and be healthy.